G'day guys, this is your bubbly host, H2O Queen. I hope my Dream Stream family and viewers are well. So I am standing in front of my game case and I will have a little bit of a chat to you about why I love games and what's brought me here to content creating. Okay guys, here we go. If you feel a little bit dizzy as you scroll down, I do apologize, but this is my game case in full. So I'm currently standing behind my SNES connection, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. So I'm right behind that. I'll just flip over camera so you can see it. I'm really grateful for about my collection is that not only do I have the console, but I've also got like the box as well that it came in. Plus I've even got the Mario paints. I own most of my books. And then, yeah, so then we go down into the next shelf, which I'll show you in a bit. But yeah, I do have like all of my games over on this side, which I will just show you. These are all my SNES games that I used to own. I didn't do any like combat games with the Nintendo Scope. I think that was like a target game that I used to play and I used to really enjoy that. But yeah, these are just some of the games I used to own, like Kirby's Dream Course. Used to own Yoshi, the Star Wars is pretty cool, Donkey Kong I used to love, and then we had even like Yoshi's Secret World, and then we even got a little bit of Tetris with Dr. Mario. Bubsy, now that's not a game you hear about all that much anymore, but it used to be a game I used to play quite a lot when I was a kid, like in my pre-teens I guess you could say. And then this was a really hard game, I could never complete it, and that was a Lion King. And then I still have a lot more all behind here, but my favorite game that I used to play the most of is Harvest Moon. Sorry if the camera's jumping a little while I'm doing this guys, it's really difficult one-handed. But yeah, that was a game I used to play a lot as a preteen, and was the one that I used to I think I played like 3 or 4 times with different characters and stuff. It was one of my favorites. So yeah, I'll go and quickly show you now my N64 games, and then I'll then there'll be a couple of more consoles that I don't think you guys have ever or maybe rarely seen. Alright, here we go. Come next into, this is the one that I played the most of and the one that I'm a great big fan of. Shame I can't find an emulation for it because I play a lot more of my N64 games. This is what I heartily grew up with, was my N64 as a teen. I absolutely love it. It's funny to look back now at how bad the graphics were, but back in these days, these were pretty hardcore graphics. Alright, so here is my whole collection without my face being shown. I've kept that one there because the Pokemon Stadium 2 and the Pokemon Stadium Original were my favorites. And then that is the console that I own. I think that goes for a few hundred Australian now, but I never plan to sell it. But yeah, this is what I also love too, is that, oh, here's my old Rumble pack. All my games I keep inside of my little hard cases, because in that way they were safe. So let's have a little bit of a sneak peek into some of the classics that I used to own. So I used to play a lot of Banjo-Kazooie, another game I wasn't able to play a lot of. Well, wasn't able to complete more than anything. I didn't play a lot of Air Bladers, but it was good for fun. And then there's the Pokemon Stadium game. What else do I own? There's the F1 Grand Prix, Star Wars, and then there was some Hot Wheels I even used to own too. Have to make sure that these are closed because otherwise they'll get dusty. And dust is the death to most of the game consoles back in the day, so gotta look after these. And then this is my last case. This is the one that's the most full. So I used to have Super Mario 64, Pokemon Snap. Now, who remembers Pokemon Snap here? And then this game was really good. I used to love this one. Pokemon Puzzle League. That was good. And then we had Penny Racers. That was a really good game. I used to enjoy that one a lot. It was very Aussie. I used to love my racing games. And then more Star Wars again. Donkey Kong 64. And then Adventure Racing. I used to love my Adventure Racing back in the day. I don't know, what else do I have hidden down here? Because I know I have a few more. Okay, so looking on, there we go. I've got my Pokemon Stadium game as well. Used to love it. Played it a lot. This doesn't quite conclude it. I'll show you all my game boxes because I've still got my game boxes too. So let's carry forward onto the next cupboard. So these, I still got the original boxes. So we have got some Lycanroc. Oh, was it not Lycanroc? Lylat Wars. I didn't used to play that one very much at all. Still got Star Wars. There's a Pokemon Puzzle. Superman game I found really hard to get into. And then we've also got like the World Grand Prix. All the games I loved, I kept at the ones I played the most, I kept at the front. So there's my Banjo-Kazooie, Penny Racers, Hot Wheels, and then there's the Airbladers, and there's the Pokemon Snap game, and that used to be like the old Rumble pack for it all. So yeah, I think that pretty much concludes it. And yeah, so there we go, guys. Hey guys, I have to get down really low just to be able to show you some of my games, but I think you can already tell just by looking at the console what I'm playing next, so I'll show you in just a bit. Yeah, as you guessed it, guys, it is the good old Game Boy. Look, you can still see I've got my Game Boy Pocket adapter. You can still tell I've got my Game Link. Look, I've even still got the Pokemon little case for all my games. They are... This is the console I owned when I was a kid. I used to enjoy that quite a bit. I used to take it with me to dancing and stuff like that. I used to do dancing back in the day. I started when I was 8. I remember having this Game Boy and used to take it with me and sitting down. So yeah, so this is pretty much my first console I ever owned. And yeah, so I used to play all the different games. I've got like them all rolled up inside of this. I try not to take them out too much, but you can see that they're all inside there, inside the plastic sleeve. And these are all like used to play pinball. There's the fire red version of Pokemon. There's a leaf green ruby version. And then we go into like Sapphire and Emerald Pokemon Challenge, and there was a Super Mario's Deluxe. And then yeah, so these were all of my games I used to play as a kid. Of course, this here, Pokemon Blue, is very special. That was my first game from childhood memory that I ever owned. So I always keep it there, and I can't believe that even 20 years from now that the stickers are still on the console. So yeah, it's pretty amazing, and it still works. All my consoles still work as far as I'm aware. I used to also own a PlayStation 1, so they're all the games I used to own. Music 2000 was my favourite to play. I even had The Sorcerers, Monopoly, Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon was a game that I loved to play. It really is a classic for me and one that I always go back to. Theme Park World was pretty amazing. Gosh, that was so much fun to play. And yeah, so these were pretty much, I only had a small collection, but I didn't play the PlayStation as much as I did. And that is my first Switch console I ever owned. And then we've also got the Nintendo DS, and that was pretty much the only portable console I owned that was of modern day after the Game Boy Color. I don't really bother with a lot. I've got the Switch now, and I really didn't need anything like the 3DS or anything like that. I was pretty content with what I had. And then down here was like all my guidebooks I used to own. So I've got like Pokemon guidebook. I've still got the game book, for the guidebook I should say, for Pokemon Gold and Silver. I love it. And then these are, like back in the days, we used to have these Pokemon 3DS action card little books. So I still own those. And then I've got some more like cards and stuff like that. I wasn't a big card collector for the trading card game, but that's fine. And then yeah, so I used to own quite a lot of books and stuff like that, and these still bring back memories. I used to do my own folders, and I used to draw like images like you can see with Kirby. But yeah, so that pretty much completes my gaming cupboard. I almost glossed over this as I was going through my game cabinet as well. So I've got an old Supervision. I won this off from a game show. I'm trying to think of the kids one. It used to have aggro on it. And yeah, that's what I won it from. It's a real classic. I used to play that one quite a bit. I think it's because it was quite convenient to take around, and I like the different games. It was different from a PlayStation or from the Nintendo. So yeah, these are some of the games I used to have. And as you can tell, I used to even do the artwork back in the days as well for my stuff, and I still own some of the games. So yeah, I can't believe, and I don't think this was not really often seen. I think these were quite obsolete, to be honest. I just hope you enjoyed that tour as much as I did. I didn't want to say at the beginning to make it too heavy, but I used to go through really severe bullying quite a lot. Started from when I was 5, went all the way till after graduation when I was about 21. So gaming really became a big support mechanism. I didn't really have any friends after school or anything like that. So gaming really became the way to something to look forward to come home to after a hard day at school. Used to love school, but I didn't like the people that were there in my school, the way how they treated me. But gaming used to be my real companion and used to be there for me when I got home, and I love that. And yeah, it was really grateful. I had such a supportive family to get all the games that I did. So yeah, really appreciative of that, and that's why I love my content creating, and I love sharing games with you guys, because games are a lot more than just, you know, something to play and burn time. For some people it can really have meaning. So for me, when I do games on my channel, there's something a lot more than just a way to, you know, just play and burn time. It's a way just as an expression and to probably get away from the real world. But as long as you don't escape it and you know your reality, then that's fine. But for me, yeah, just gaming's really important, and I want to share that with you guys. Alright guys, it's your bubbly host, H2O Queen, over and out. Peace, love, light, enjoy the rest of the day. Make sure to hit the like and the subscribe button, and to please give this video a big thumbs up. I can't have my banner come across on my channel because I'm not in OBS recording. This is all through my video, but any support would be appreciated, guys. And once I get to 500 subs, I will be doing a special stream for you guys, and I hope you will enjoy. Thanks so much. Bye.